Hey friends, this is Gina Edwards. I'm going to just show you real quickly how to embed hyperlinks within your emails or your documents. If you want to do it on your 3 by Friday or an email that you send out to students and families, you may know already how to do this, but it's something that just kind of cleans up your email and documents. And I just wanted to show you real quick because it's something that I had forgotten that I knew how to do and thought I'd show you. So real quick, so like this is an email that I sent out on Friday. You can see it has the URLs on it where I just copied and pasted those in, which is great, but it's not super clean. So I just want to show you how you can do this. When you want to go somewhere, for example, like this first link I have to a book that I have the students I want them to read on Epic. So if I go where that is, here's that book itself. I'm just going to go up here to the web address. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to that email. And let's say that I want it to say, instead of where it says, here's when I assigned it to you and here's the web address, I'm just going to highlight those words right here. And then if you come down on your email at the bottom, it has insert hyperlink. So if you click on that and it gives you a spot right there, all I have to do is paste that web address in there. So it's going to show the book that I have that I just copied. And I'm just going to click OK. And so now what happens is that these words, when I assigned to you, I don't know why somehow I had typed that twice. When I put these words in, the students can actually follow that, and I can just completely delete this web address already. So it just kind of eliminates a little bit of that clutter. The other thing, once I have it put in there, since I pasted it here, I could actually just copy it directly from here and put it over right here where I want to put it. Like I've got Mr. Nussbaum, this is the Rainbow's Reading Comprehension activity I wanted them to do. Again, I'm going to click on insert that hyperlink, paste the hyperlink right there, and those words become the hyperlink themselves, and so I can just delete that one. And see how much nicer that looks. This especially, for this example, there were 3 related activities on Duxters that I wanted them to do about weather, a crossword, and a word search. And they're 3 different direct links. So instead of having them go and have all of these links show up on their email, watch, I'll show you. So like the weather article, for example, here's the weather article. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back in the email, and I'm going to take the words weather article and click on that hyperlink, paste it in. So those words show the weather article. This word I want to show the link to the crossword, so I'm going to come to the crossword puzzle right here, go back to the email and highlight that word and put the link in, insert the hyperlink, paste that one, there's the crossword puzzle, and then let's do it with the word search real quick as well. I'm going to copy that link, okay, and then go to the word search words and insert that hyperlink. Okay, and so then watch, I can delete all of these extra lines of text. Look how much easier that is to read for the students. So let me do this one last time, and I'm going to show you the final email. If I go and take that right here, put it over on that word rainbows, insert the hyperlink, paste it, okay, and then delete that back out. Okay, so now look how much nicer this email actually looks. I'm going to even delete these extra spaces. See how much nicer that looks? And here you can see I had already done this with a couple of YouTube videos too that I had found for them that were on how to make an UNO rainbow. And so like here's a link to right there. If I hover over it, it shows you it's a inspirationlaboratories.com video, and then here's another one, and I just put it as this other one, you know, for the students, and they could see them. So I just really think that looks a little bit neater for them. You can also do that from within your 3 by Friday. Of course, if you're not sending out daily emails, you can go in here and put them right in here. So like I've got this one, a link directly to an activity on Mr. Nussbaum called The Sixth Ship. I just did the same thing. how you do that on here, let me go to this one and show you. This is the Torture the Teacher game on Mr. Nussbaum. It's a funny little spelling game that my students like. Let me show you what that looks like. So if I go up here to, that's the 6-ship one. Let me go back to that game real quick and show you how that works. Torture the Teacher. Okay. So it's just a slightly different method of doing it. So here's the game itself. I'll go to it. And oops, that's the Flash one. That's the Flash version, but it'll still take them to it. So I can copy it, and then I'm going to go right over here. The only difference is you don't have that link tab at the bottom. So instead, I'm going to go through, highlight the words. I'm going to right click within those words, and it has that choice within your menu that pops up. Again, that was a right click with my mouse. I'm going to click on link, and then I'm just going to paste that web address in here. So here's the web address, mrnussbaum.com, Torture the Teacher online game. Click OK, and they can actually click on it because, of course, I'll upload this document to the my Clever Teacher page so that it shows up to the students when they go to it. So I could put those URL codes within everything, but this is just a quick and kind of streamlined way to do it. One other thing that's really helpful that you can do is actually do something like this where it'll take them to a PDF file that they may not be able to access online. So if you want to include something from, for example, your iReady Teacher Toolbox. Let's say that I'm in my Teacher Toolbox and I want them to work on this lesson 7, for example, which is describe characters and plays. And I click on the student version of that right here, and it'll pop up onto another screen. And they can't get to, I can't go and save this URL and make a link to that for them because it requires a teacher login for the teacher toolbox. So instead, if you are on that PDF, once it's pulled up, you can actually download it to your computer as a PDF file, and then you can show a link to it. And so what I would do is I can go in, let me just type that in there again so you can see what it looks like. Characters in plays practice. I'm going to highlight that text, and again I want to go right click my mouse, go to link. But instead of typing in the web address, what I can do, like I saved that in my downloads, I can actually go to that file that I just saved in my downloads. So it's called the characters and plays PDF. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, click OK, and it'll give them the links to that PDF file instead of them having to go directly to that web address. So that's another way that you can be able to share files with them instead of them necessarily having to have the web address. So I hope that helps you and makes an easy way for you to create some things for your students to get to during this time. Thanks.